It's not New York, it's not LA, and that's why I like it here. I mean, the city itself is kind of a crossroads. The old thing of the country bumpkin here, but you know, not like quite New York yet, but it's sort of that kind of coming together into something unique. And I'm glad it's not trying to be something else, you know, European. You know, it is Kansas City. It is truly Kansas City. The healing power of touch, that is what has influenced everything I've made, especially Willow Tree, where I'm working figuratively. A friend of mine was starting a wholesale gift company, and he was getting a handful of artists. He asked me to do some sculpture for the gift industry. I was teaching at the university. I had never done anything commercial. I had never even worked three-dimensionally before. I was doing my cloth and exhibiting my work. And I was intimidated because I wasn't a commercial artist. So I was coming at it as an artist that does one-of-a-kind pieces that are very personal, each one. And so I think maybe in the end that kind of helped me. So I decided to come up with a form that was the purest form, the most essential, that would only communicate with body gesture, not even a face. I always observe life with Willow Tree. I've always used live models because it's those little things, those little gestures that you can't imagine, you could never come up with without observing life. This piece here, For Always, came out of that. And so she just was, I did not tell her to take that pose. She was just sitting there, and I love the weight. I sensed the weight of the child leaning against her mother, my daughter, and I had to capture it. So this is an example of where the model led the pose of the piece, that I didn't really have to do anything. You know, Willow Tree is just a piece of resin. It's a reminder. It can be a reminder of somebody, you know, we want to keep close. It can capture a moment. And these little expressions, maybe when somebody, say, waves goodbye to you or walks away, or the way they stand or the way they lean on their hand, those are our reminders. That's what we recognize in people we love. Kansas City is my home, and it will always be my home. This is a pretty friendly place. I mean, people are approachable, and I think people seem to be very willing to talk to you about their work. I mean, just go to the coffee shop down the street and it's like an incubator of ideas. I don't know, you just feel like things are being done around you. And I have really seen a transformation in the city being here. The integration of the arts is so important to me as a visual artist. If I want to be inspired in a visual way, I go to the theater, I go watch a ballet. When I see that, I want to go back and make something with my hands. And I don't know how that happens. It's just sort of this magic that you switch from, you watch one art form, and then you go back and translate it in another way. When I'm in here working in my studio, I sense that there's people all around me, all around the crossroads, coming up with ideas, doing innovative things. I feel like the next movers and shakers, they're out there now. And I want to be a part of that.